Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, Erling Haaland is developing a massive reputation. The raw power, the speed, the ability to find them.
Climbs up big! Oh, crossbar! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, I can tell you that the aluminium is still shaking after that, and we're talking fractions. That was a great try.
Can he get on the end of this? And he's picked it up out wide, and he's certainly onside here. Hakimi is there, and he can get that clear. He's having a shot! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Digne. To McAllister. Kukçu. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Well read, and the danger is averted. Kaka. Threads one in. Knocks it into space. Looking to go deep. And that is expertly dealt with. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Now it's Baron. Hazard. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. Up he goes! Oh, off the bar! And one more try! And again! And that is doing no harm at all.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Quarter of an hour played. And it's Baron. Gullit dominates aerially so often. Chiellini kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, can he get onto this? He is through here! Serginho. Header just off target,
and he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Tries to pass it through, and a chance! Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
Chance, surely! It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He has found a way through. It's an inviting looking ball, that. It's just beyond his reach. Spread it left. Hazard. Now this could be a chance. McAllister. That has been slung wide. Now it's Veron. Cristiano Ronaldo. Serginho. And it's Pirlo. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Kaka, looking to be a menace in the final third. And it's Serginho. Now Pirlo. Kukçu. Digne. That's really well manoeuvred. And that is as far as they're going to go. McAllister, Digne. And here's Veron. Veron! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Messi. Pirlo. Hullet. Kaká. Now there's a fine ball. Kaká was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Now, can they get him away? Deep cross.
Well, we've seen much better choices than that.
And there is the half-time whistle. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, that's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
Vi invitiamo a visitare il negozio ufficiale dello stadio per acquistare i souvenir dell'incontro odierno.
So once again, we're underway. Chiellini. To McAllister. Passing is crisp and sharp. Looking to play him in. Now it's Hazard. Nice sequence of passes this. That's a lovely, neat pass. Cristiano Ronaldo, very much a man of this moment. And he's in on goal, tries a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Now it's Kaká, pinches it off him. And now they can spring out of defence. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Hazard. And here's Haaland, out to the right. And that pass just didn't quite work. Yamal has created one goal already. Goes looking wide. Hazard. Cross goes in there. And that has been cleared. He's going to be disappointed with that. Kaká. Can he get it through? Ronaldo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Kukçu. And it's Hakimi. Pirlo. And this is Ronaldo. Kaká could try cutting inside here. Terrific header! Oh, should really have made more of that.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Kaká. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Yamal. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's on it, can he get away? Kaká really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Zanetti. Looking for the run. Messi moves wide and looking to get onto this. McAllister. Veron. Just about up to 75 minutes. Zanetti making good progress on the right-hand side. Hit into the middle. Oh, smashing header! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Cristiano Ronaldo fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Aimed beyond the defence. He's got away. Looks across and plays it in. And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And here's Yamal. Played in deep. It's a mighty effort! Hullet. Now it's Kaká. Kaká going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, that's fabulous. Fired. Chance! And that's a real chance missed.
Attenzione, un cambio.
So there's going to be another change here. Raul getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Zanetti. Cross into the box. Ibrahimovic! Oh, what about that? Late in the day, this could well be it. Ibrahimovic at his razor-sharp best there.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Milan take what looks to be a decisive lead.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Rafael Leao picks it up out wide.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Messi is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Zanetti, big header! The whistle has gone and it is all over. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose. Ibrahimovic picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Milan leave it late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
He's in it. He's one-on-one. Shoots! Superb goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So, a breakthrough already. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Hazard. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Kaka. Milan ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. It's a pretty loose pass. Messi. Milan finding their passes. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Mbappe!
Bebeto really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Mbappe. First quarter of an hour gone. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Not the most accurate pass. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. He's in space and looking for options.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and
He's got full. He scores! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
No way through. Kaka. And it's Zanetti. And there's green grass ahead of him. Zanetti has it in a wide position. Oh, what a climb! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they're at it again in double quick time. What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
A case now of complete control.
And things are much...
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Defending was strong and firm. Messi. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, good take in a good area. Swept in. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Now, can they get him away? A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. That's Bebeto. Great skill, that's nice. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Look, the only way of becoming more aware, Peter, is by lifting your head and realising who's where around you.
And this is Hazard. Tar can get it clear. And that's been won straight back. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. That's Bebeto. Oh, he's burst through. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And we have our very first corner. Serginho gets it away. And here's Mbappe. And he's hit it long, but astray.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Kaká looking to penetrate opposition lines. Oh, it's a great ball here. Bebeto.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Messi. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
And now,
it's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Milan 3-0 up at the break, precisely as they would have dreamt it. And we're underway again. And they win it back again. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. That's a sharp pass. Messi. Messi powering forward here. Pirlo. Great vision. That's a cute ball. Azar is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Gullit.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Azar aims beyond the defence. Milan needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Milan 3 up and in almost complete control. And it's Kaká. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Looking for options for movement. And he's running through. Kaká. Gullit. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, no joy this time. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Pirlo. That has not gone well. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Lobotka. Rijkaard. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Messi. Zanetti. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Lobotka.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Now it's Mbappe. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Now it's Kaká. Messi. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Kaká. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, that was vital. Kaká. And here's Mbappe. And this is Bebeto. And he's quick to get it clear again. Oh, what a ball! Oh, there's a probing ball. Zanetti. Serginho. Ronaldo looks to get on the end of this. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Ibrahimovic! He's scored! Yet another goal in an awesome performance They are in complete charge! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And the shot! It's in! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. And it's Messi. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Into the arms of the goalkeeper. And here's Mbappe. That's really nicely played. Bebeto. Back would it go? And Bebeto! No, not quite.
Two added minutes has
Van
been
Dijk
indicated.
is very much of the none-shall-pass school of defending. Very nicely done. Zanetti. And it's hoisted clear. And that will be the final act. Milan really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Cristiano Ronaldo
I'm
taking
afraid
in
to
the
tell you that
accolades,
we're
having been
expecting
named
traffic
man of
to
the
be
match,
heavy after the
and
final whistle
deservedly
today.
so. Your reflections then, Jim?
Milan definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Israel against Milan.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of two or three. He's got exceptional awareness for danger and the stamina to make sure he can go and snuff it out over and over again if required.
De Bruyne! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Out to the left it goes. Tries to pass it through. Oh, well measured. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Pirlo plays it short. Cross needs to... He's got full! He's scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
That's terrific aggression, the way he attacked the ball.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Alexander-Arnold. And it's De Bruyne. Modric. Good ball, good take. Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Conte. Brilliantly cut out. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Israel clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And he was quick to react. Alexander-Arnold. He's a sharp little ball here. And he cuts out the supply. And that's put paid to a promising move. De Bruyne. Menu. Out towards the flank. Oh, good take in a good area. He's given the time to pick a pass. Now that looks a decent ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And it's hoisted clear. Kaká. Oh, well played. The normal. And it's Alexander-Arnold. For De Bruyne. Conte. Sara. Tries to play it through. And that is expertly dealt with. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Pirlo. Very nearly half an hour gone here. That has been cut short. Back to the keeper it goes. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Menu. Now De Bruyne. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Foot in. And it's Modric. Messi. It's a threatening ball. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Messi. Milan are 1-up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Menu. Alexander-Arnold. For De Bruyne. Menu. Israel finding their passes. And he's... Mbappe! Goal! Israel back on level terms. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
After 41 minutes is...
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And this is Ronaldo. Great ball if he can get there.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Menu. And it's De Bruyne. And we hit half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Milan are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score.
Our birthday boy a very special birthday.
And that's the second half started. Played back into the centre. That's a little off target. De Bruyne. Modric. Hullet. Kaka. Well read, nice interception. Menu. And Alexander-Arnold. And it's DiMarco. DiMarco. And it's Sara. And it's Sara. Now DiMarco. Passes short and sharp. Lenormand. Now DiMarco. Lenormand. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Looking for options for movement. It's a good-looking delivery. Israel appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're...
And the shot! He's got away with one there.
It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Corner number 2 then. De Bruyne! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Menu. And here's De Bruyne. Well read, and the danger is averted. It's gone behind for a goal kick. Modric. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Kaka. De Bruyne. Kaka quietly revving up. And it's Sara. DiMarco looking to play him in. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Conte. Lenormand. Modric.
Israel really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And it's DiMarco. Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's in plenty of space here, and he's managed to get free. And Messi! Milan have their second corner now. De Gea gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Israel have the chance to go the other way. Zanetti knocks it into space, and that's played in low. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. Comes under pressure, and it's come loose. Well, played right into his path.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And it's Conte. Played out wide. Sara heading backwards.
There will be 1
Israel
minute at a
looking
time.
to pass their way through. 1 minute to add, according to the board. And we're done. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Cristiano Ronaldo taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and
a quick
deservedly
announcement
so.
today that memorabilia from today's match
Your
is
final
now
thoughts,
on sale
Jim?
in the
Well, a
stadium
decent
hall.
draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Milan.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running.
When you think great defenders, you've got to think Cannavaro.
Yeah, well, they don't come much better or bigger in stature. His qualities are obvious, but his winning mentality and cool temperament are all part of a first-class package.
It's everything you want.
The less said about that pass, the better. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows...
Shapes to shoot! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And he's picked out the run. He's had a shot! It's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Milan grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square.
Takes a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Zico pulls short. And now a sudden chance to counter. And the cross comes in. Probing pass. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, that is one way to stop him.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul.
The referee's come over. It's a red card. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort, but do hope it's nothing serious. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Oh, great feat, that.
Fired deep towards the back post. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Pirlo plays it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Now that looks a decent ball. Batistuta. Zico. Neither of these two want to come off second best. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Well, plenty of early set pieces here. He's having a go. Terrific save by Abbiati. Oh, that was no routine save.
Zico clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And this is Cruyff. And he's gone backward here. Milan are looking to go forward now. That's been cut out, well played. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Van Bouten promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Cruyff. He's in space and looking for options. Oh, that's fabulous. And that's been drilled in. Ibrahimovic. That's an imaginative pass. Gattuso calmly anticipates. Half an hour played now. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Zico. It's a searching pass.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, that has not gone well. Serginho. Van Bouten cuts it out. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Zanetti spots it and intercepts. Now it's Messi. Messi charging forward, the ball at his feet.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the...
Climbs up big! That's another chance! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Looking for options for movement. Great ball, and he's in here. He slings, shoots! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Milan have themselves a chance from the spot. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, they are now a 9-man team.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I really like the look of this fella, Xavi Simons. I was going to refer to him as just Xavi, but it just seems a little unfair. He is a proven leader and a communicator since his young days in the game. I just think he's better in a freer role. Just give him that freedom to express himself, and he's a type of player who just likes to play off the cuff, so you're never quite sure what he's going to do. He's unpredictable.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. De Bruyne. Looking for options for movement. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bellingham! Bellingham! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And that has been cleared. Milan have the chance to go the other way. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, what? And Batistuta! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Can he get on the end of this? Well, he's ended up in no man's land. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Simons. De Bruyne. He's having a shot! Goal! Barcelona! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Barcelona have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Robertson is always looking to play quality balls.
Milan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Messi. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bellingham. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Kaká goes pelting down that left-hand side. Shapes to shoot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. De Bruyne. Nicely shaped ball. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Zanetti. It's Pirlo. Approaching the half-hour mark. Zanetti. Robertson does well to get it back. Batistuta is herring after that one. Bellingham. Tries to pass it through. Well timed, excellent interception. Rijkaard. Pirlo. And he was quick to react. Now, can they get him away? Passing nice and neat.
Milan truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Pull it. And this is Batistuta. Up towards the flank. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, such a clever touch. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Goes down, but nothing given. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Messi. That's been cut out. Well played. Xavi Simons. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Bellingham. Spread it left. He's got away. Cross goes in there. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Simons. And that is expertly dealt with. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Pull it. Nicely spread. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And here's Zanetti. And he's gone searching crossfield. Well, they've got it again. It's out of play for a goal kick. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Bellingham gets across to intercept that. Now it's Messi, looking to play him in. Tar deals with that comfortably. Tries to get it clear. Milan still this single goal behind. De Bruyne. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. He's a shoots! Cristiano Ronaldo. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here.
Goes for a shot! Oh, classic Batistuta! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Cannavaro. Serginho. Kaká goes on a charge down the left. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Now it's Batistuta. De Bruyne. Pass somewhat off target. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation.
Decent chance! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Hullet. Kaká has it in a wide position. And he's picked out the run. And he's intervened well there. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Messi. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Batistuta.
Milan are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Now that looks a decent ball. The final 5 minutes. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Drives, big header! Off the post! And somehow he's managed to miss it. Kaká. Messi.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
And he's forced to go back. No way through there. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Lovely feet. Milan with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock. They've played it short. Oh, that's nice. And we're done. Milan cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
And already we're underway here.
I'll be accused of bias here, but I can't overlook the great professional that is Javier Zanetti.
How's that bias, Jim? He just has the lot. He has such class, doesn't he?
That's it, an oozer of class and an example to all aspiring footballers.
Iniesta. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Mbappe! Goal! Milan! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So, a breakthrough already. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
De Bruyne tries to pass it through. There's no flag. Tries to get it clear. Serginho defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with. Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Gullit. And here's Ibrahimovic. Well, we expected better, and so did he. That has been slung wide. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Neymar. He's shifting through the gears here. De Bruyne! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, what has happened here? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Neymar. Kaka looking to be a menace in the final third. Van Dijk. Zanetti.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
De Bruyne.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Long ball by the goalkeeper. Gullit. And it's Serginho. Kaká. Gullit. Knocks it out wide. Zanetti concedes a free kick for that.
Milan truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
He's played it long. Zanetti. Some resolute defending there. De Bruyne. Messi! He scores! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command...
There's the shot! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Played out to the right. Now it's Mbappe. Iniesta. He might be in here. Big chance! And it's there! And they're at it again in double quick time. And it's half-time here. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Signore e signori, è il momento dell'estrazione di oggi. Tenete a portata di mano I biglietti ricevuti all'ingresso.
So off we go once more. Milan didn't have a great first half. They need a change of fortune. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Pirlo. Messi. Zanetti. Cross needs to be good. And that should get the job done. That's a good ball out wide. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Can he finish? Crossbar comes to the rescue. Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life.
Messi.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
And here's Mbappe. Neymar stood his ground strongly. Zanetti did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Tries a shot! And he should have made it 4.
Milan certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Just about up to the hour now. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Neymar has created one goal already.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
It's a pretty loose pass. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Delivers the bullish header! Really well taken goal. Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So is this the start of a comeback? Iniesta. Milan finding their passes. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And it's Messi. Good running, strong and purposeful. It's anyone's ball now. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Looking for the run. That looks a cracking ball. And the shot! Oh, taken with style! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Into the last quarter of an hour. And here's De Bruyne. He's on it. Can he get away? Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do, to further improve their position of comfort. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
De Bruyne! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Zanetti was in no mood for any of that. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Oh, good spread. Now it's Messi. Pull it. Oh, good read. And here's Mbappe. Van Dijk. Zanetti. Messi carries the ball down the right. Pirlo. Can he get on the end of this? He's got away. Kaka. Oh, smashing header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Cambio di giocatori.
Milan are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Knocks it into space. He's in plenty of space here. Tar did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And it's claimed by the keeper. And here's the chance to counter. Can he get it through? So that's it. It is all over. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have got them something. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid.
I suppose if there was such a thing as a model Brazilian fullback, he'd be pretty close to it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you don't win all those honours at club and international level without doing something right.
Now that looks a decent ball. Pass somewhat off target. Costa Curta. Beckham. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And it's Serginho. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Not the most convincing of passes. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neymar. Milan, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Dunk, kept his eye on it, and he's there. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Serginho. Serginho going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, Cristiano Ronaldo! Costa Curta. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Zanetti, looking for the run. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Chooses to go cross-field.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
And it's Kaká. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's shifting through the gears here. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Zanetti. Kaká. Pirlo is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. "15 minutes till half-time." Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get...
And Owen! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Zanetti. And it's Pirlo. Kaká. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Adams. That's Beckham. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Costa Corta. That's a lovely, neat pass. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Neymar. Foot in. Pirlo defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And it's Kaká. Serginho. Kaká, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Serginho. Quality ball. And it's half-time here. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So we reached the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. There's the start of the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Engages and forces him off the ball. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Has a look up and drives it forward. Beckham gets across to intercept that. And here's Owen.
Kilmarnock are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Bullet. And it's Kaká. Zanetti delivers. Abiati claims it without any fuss. Tries to pass it through. Nicked it back promptly. Goes for the shot! Oh, that was a half-decent effort. Goalless still. Neither side really getting onto the front foot. Oh, that looks a good ball through. Loose now, and that could spell trouble. And another try! Bullet. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Aimed beyond the defence. Serginho. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Kilmarnock with the corner. They're first. Looking to play him in. Xabi Alonso delivers. And now they can spring out of defence. In with the challenge. Kilmarnock appear to be happy to let that... Neymar! He scores! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So we have the first goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
He won't be happy with that one. Alonso. Lovely pass. And he shoots! It's in! And this is getting better and better. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
And And now he has two. So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Xavi Alonso. Now it's Neymar. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Messi. Zanetti just eases him off the ball. Referee's given a throw. Serginho. Can he get it through? Oh, he's found support out wide. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Kilmarnock have the chance to go the other way. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now looking to orchestrate a counter.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Kaká getting this one clear. Kaká gets a foot in here. Cristiano Ronaldo. That is a great pick out. Here's a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Ibrahimovic is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Showing good feet. And it's Pirlo. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. So what can they make of this? Neatly clipped into space. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Milan perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the...